All right, White Sox fans. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you think about it, the game four has been postponed till Tuesday due to the weather in Chicago. And it would have been really smart for the White Sox stadium to have been built with a retractable roof. It would have made a lot of sense to do that. Obviously, it's cold when you start the year. It could be cold at the end of the year. It could rain. It would have made so much sense for the White Sox to have a retractable roof stadium. But in Chicago, we know when it comes to stadiums, they never do what they should do. Who knows why? I guess they're too cheap to do it. So, anyway, instead of the White Sox having a nice retractable roof and playing game four today, they're going to have to wait till tomorrow, and that sucks. So, it is what it is, and that's what it is. So, Chicago White Sox, they're down 2-1. Reliever Ryan Tapera, he says he believes that Houston is stealing signs when they're in Houston. That's what he believes based on what he's seen. Would that be a shock? Would anybody be surprised if Houston is stealing signs at home with electronics? No, no one would be. No one would be shocked. But what we do know is you don't need to steal signs when Lance Lynn is pitching. You know he's going to throw nothing but fastballs. We know that. So White Sox are down 2-1 in the series. Chance to tie it. The White Sox have been outcoached, out hit, out pitched. The Astros played better defense, better base running. The Houston Astros just dominated them in every single way you could be in the first two games. Then game three happens. Chicago bats come alive. They actually hit something more than a base hit. They actually hit doubles. They hit homers. It was amazing. They couldn't get anything but a base hit in Houston, but they come home and they get doubles and homers. Amazing. So obviously last night they out hit the Astros and they out pitched the Astros. Obviously. And that was a big difference. So the White Sox, they have had the best record at home in the American League, and that stood yesterday. Overall, we know that the White Sox had a under 500 record on the road. The first two games in Houston revealed how true that is. We know that the White Sox were under 500 against winning teams in the first two games. That really was shown. The White Sox have a lot of things not going for them. Under 500 record against winning teams, under 500 record on the road. The worst team in throwing out base runners. One of the worst teams defensively. One of the worst teams base running wise. Bad managing of the game. Um, there's a lot of bad things. End of the year playing terrible baseball, which prevented them from getting home field advantage against the Astros. And how good would that be if you did have home field advantage? So the White Sox have a lot going against them, but it's baseball. It's the playoffs. Anything can happen. So now, extra day of rest. How can this benefit the White Sox? Well, the bullpen pitched last night, so that gives them an extra day to recover. This gives Carlos Rodon an extra day to get himself together. It gives Lucas Giolito an extra day. So I think it helps the White Sox. I think this is a benefit. So, best case scenario, a unhealthy Carlos Rodon goes out, and how wonderful would it be if he can pitch at least 6 innings of great baseball, give up no runs in 6 innings. If he could do that, that would be wonderful. And then you hand it over to the bullpen. And if the bullpen, as far as Ryan, Aaron, Liam, Kimbrel, if they can do what they did last night, do that again, then that's good enough. They can win game 4. Then it's tied at 2. Then you go to do or die once again, game 5 in Houston. If you believe Houston is stealing signs, which why wouldn't they? That's what they do. If you believe that, what are you going to do? Who do you pitch in this deciding game? I'm not pitching Lance Lynn. Lance Lynn throws nothing but fastballs. Houston is a tremendous fastball hitting team. And Lance Lynn, when you look at his record against Houston, it's terrible. You don't want him to pitch. If Tony La Russa, if he starts Lance Lynn in game 5, if they should make it there, he needs to be fired immediately. He's not reading the situation. Lucas Giolito should be the one starting game 5. And the bullpen should be ready to go without hesitation. All hands on deck. I would have Kopech ready to go, Ronaldo Lopez ready to go, Ryan, Aaron, Liam. Everybody's ready to go. This is do or die. These like yesterday was do or die. Tomorrow's do or die. Game 5 will be do or die. You need everyone on deck ready to go without hesitation. Um, Even Dylan Cease. I would even throw him out there, maybe, if needed. I mean, anything's possible. But for game 5, if they should make it, Lucas Giolito is my starter. I'm telling you right now. He's my starter. Lance Lynn, let him play against a team that doesn't dominate fastballs. Let him play against that kind of team. But as far as the Astros at home, no, it's not good. You don't want that. So first 2 games, Houston embarrasses them, makes them look like a minor league team. Game 3 happens. White Sox look like a team that actually has a chance. And now, instead of today getting our answer for if there will be a game 5, we have to wait till tomorrow. Once again, I said this from the very beginning. This would be an incredibly hard series. Houston is a very good team. They have home field advantage. I said that the White Sox were under 500 on the road. They were under 500 against winning teams. I said this. I knew this. So if Houston were to win this series, I would not be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised. Makes sense to me. If the White Sox should win this series, then I would say that the White Sox did something on the road that was surprising. They must have pitched really well and hit really well on the road, which would be a surprise. That would be a shock. If Chicago can win tomorrow and go to Houston, Lucas Giolito has the possibility of pitching a dominant 7 innings. He really does. And if he does that and the team can hit, that would be a nice surprise, especially doing it in Houston, where allegedly they're stealing signs again. But who knows? So, bottom line is Houston, they're a really good team. They've made it to the ALCS 4 years in a row. That's really good. So they're a really good team. The White Sox, they're new to this, making the playoffs 2 years in a row. They've never done that before. How pathetic is that? But tomorrow, I can't wait. So Tuesday, 2:07 p.m. Eastern Time in Chicago, and the potential game five will be back in Houston on Wednesday. So let's see, you play on Tuesday, and then you'll play on Wednesday. Ouch, ouch. That's a quick turnaround. That's a quick turnaround. So hopefully Carlos Rodon, hopefully this extra day off, he gets his arm back healthy and he goes out there. How wonderful would it be if Carlos Rodon could pitch a complete game or pitch 7 innings? How wonderful would that be? I hope he does. I really do. Be good for him. What a comeback story. So anyway, there it is. You know, let's go White Sox. I mean, we've got nothing to lose. Let's go for it.